There's a thing called flight or fight. So when you're scared or you're under pressure, people will either like freeze and just panic and not do a fucking thing, or they're going to fight back. Like Ahmaud Arbery, he did not have a flight response, he had a fight. This particular story is about somebody who had the flight response. I'm not going to say their names. High tea time. But we were on Old National at the McDonald's. It's a really busy highway, and we were there with her son and her daughter. The daughter wasn't able to walk at the time, but her son could. He was, a sprinter. So it was the end of our little get together at the McDonald's, and I see her son about to take off in the street. So I grab him, and she was like, "Yo, Will, let him go. He knows better than to run in the road." So I let him go, and he picks up a stick. She's like, "See, he only wanted the stick." But he has this look of iniquity on his face when he about to do some shit he not supposed to. And he did that look, and I was like, fuck. He dropped that stick and took off running into the highway. Now he's like 2 years old at the time of this story. You're not gonna be able to see him over your dashboard, I didn't think. I just ran after him and grabbed him by the back of his neck, and I heard him whining, but I didn't give a fuck, because you wouldn't be feeling much of shit if you got hit by a car, bro. And I remember just picking him up, and then I held him in close, and I just had my back to the cars, because like the cars were like maybe 25, about 20 or so yards away when I picked them up, and then I just braced for impact because they were moving. I just knew they were gonna hit us, but they never did. They stopped, and there was this fat black bitch. Excuse me, she wasn't white, but who was an officer for College Park PD. I don't know this ugly brown skinned broad. Her complexion has nothing to do with it, but bitch, all she did was get out of the car, out of that SUV, and said, really? Like, you can't do better than that? Bitch, you couldn't have turned your car around and at least attempted to do something? You just sat there and watched and just decided to get out and speak your 2 cents. I bet you the same type gossiping bitch that every time you get around other gossiping hoes, all your bitches do is just run your mouth. I digress. But, oh, Lauren, if you hear that, I know Daddy cussed, but Daddy's a hero.